In today's video, we're going to be installing some new parts on my GTI. We have an intake, a throttle pipe, throttle discharge pipe, and a throttle inlet, all thanks to modded Euros and DFG tuning. When I was first looking into modding my GTI, I went to YouTube, of course, and I found a bunch of videos that modded Euros put out. A lot of great instructional how-to videos. This, of course, led me to their website where they have a mass array of parts for Audi, BMW, and Volkswagen for modding your vehicle. I was super impressed on how much information they have online on their website. Customer service was awesome. Shipping was on point. They have tons of instructional videos on how to install all these mods on your vehicle. Go check them out. It's moddedeuros.com. I'll put links in the description below of everything that you can find. But for now, let's get started. So these 4 mods that we're gonna do here today, they're easy to do. You can definitely do them by yourself in your garage with just a few tools. All these parts that we're putting on will help free up air restrictions and help your engine breathe a little better. We're gonna start the project by removing the old airbox and the old turbo inlet and replacing it with the new DFG turbo inlet. The factory stock turbo inlet is a choking point right before the turbocharger. This means that the turbo is gonna have to work harder to produce boost levels. So DFG tuning made this part to replace that restrictive factory turbo inlet. It's made from aluminum and then it's powder coated black and features a smooth transition into the turbo. This turbo inlet will increase airflow, allowing for more power throughout the entire power band. For the next 2 parts, which are the DFG discharge pipe and the DFG throttle pipe, we need to get underneath the vehicle and remove the splash shield, and then we can remove these old factory parts. The discharge pipe is an outlet pipe from the turbo. The stock turbo outlet piping is very narrow, and this creates a bottleneck when you increase power. The DFG pipe kit comes with a high flow discharge pipe, which has an increased pipe diameter and smoother bends, allowing for less restriction. It also comes with all the clamps, the zip ties, and everything you need to do the install. Next, we're gonna change out the stock throttle pipe with this DFG high flow throttle pipe. The old stock pipe is made out of plastic and the new high flow pipe is again made out of aluminum. Just comparing the 2 pipes side by side, you can see the bigger diameter and how they shape this pipe just to flow better. This would be much better on the 4-post lift that we have, but the guys were working on another job and I didn't want to disturb them, so. Once I get those pipes in and everything is secured, I head back up top and I make all the connections. The hardest part of this job was actually that everything is really compact and tight, so some of the pipes were a little difficult to get back on. The battery was actually in the way when I was reconnecting the discharge pipe, so I just took that out. DFG Tuning builds high-quality performance products for both Audi and Volkswagen. Each product they design is tested in-house to ensure quality, performance, and perfect fitment. This is the first car that I've ever modded, so I don't have a whole lot of experience when it comes to knowing what's good or bad, but from what I can tell, these are solid parts and everything is fitting real nice. Sometimes when you're putting on aftermarket parts, I know that fitment can be a big issue, but everything here is working really nice. This is something that really impressed me when I got the parts from Modded Euros, is that they have step-by-step instructions with pictures on how to install the parts. If I didn't have these, I would be totally lost. We finished the job by putting in the new DFG cold air intake. The box you will have to build is made out of steel and then high temperature powder coated. Just a side note, you will have to move a battery cable ever so slightly so it's out of the way. You can see the air filter is now exposed instead of being confined in that box. Cooler air means more oxygen going into the combustion chamber, which also means more power.
My head's a miss. I'm keeping the smile, but I'm in distress. So what's the needed? Just give me something. I need a remedy. Yeah, to keep me in the light. You are my remedy. Gotta keep you in my sight.
The best part of this whole job is getting to do the test drive after you've installed all these parts. All these parts together make for a better and more enjoyable driving experience. Every time I hear the turbo spool up and that discharge pipe releasing, I can't help but just to have a super big smile on my face. And let's face it, that's why we drive, right? Everything here took me less than 4 hours to replace, even with doing all the filming. I've linked all the parts in the description below where you can find all these products and much, much more. If you have a Volkswagen, a BMW, or an Audi, definitely check out Modded Euros. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
With a guy who smiles like